All right, everybody shut up. We've only got 1 hour, and I've got to get you all decent at fighting before we all get attacked. So I need you to shut up and listen to me so that you can get your training. My name is Cloud Strife, and I am the greatest swordsman that ever lived. And I'm here to teach you how to become a swordsman. Now, odds are that by the end of the day today, most of you won't still be with us. But on the odd chance that you are going to survive, I want you to listen to me, because what you're about to hear might just save your life. Now, most of you have picked up a sword. Oh, you haven't? Okay. He might not be around too long. Anyway, most of you have picked up a sword, but you've never wielded anything like the magical swords that you're going to be using in this battle, like my Cloudbuster. Now, when you first pick up a sword, I want you to feel the sword. Don't just think about how you swing it. Feel its weight. Feel how it balances when you hold it one side and then to the other. Think about how you would draw it from your scabbard. Are you going to keep it on your back, at your belt? How are you going to hold your sword? How are you going to use your sword? Now, the thing that most of you don't understand is that the sword has never been the primary weapon of war. Swords are always the middle. There's always something first, whether it's an arrow or a firearm or a spear. That distance always has precedence. And when you're up close and personal, you're either using your hands and your fists, or you're using a small blade or a short sword. But in the middle, that's where the sword lives. And that's where you are going to learn to survive. Because we've got archers that are manning the turrets, manning the towers. And you've all got your little daggers. But let me tell you, if it gets to that, it's probably too late. So, I want each and every one of you to pick up your sword now. Hold it in both hands. Now I want you to see how it feels to hold it in one hand. A lot of you can't, can you? That's okay. Over months, even years, we will train your muscles to the point where you will be able to hold your sword one-handed. But if you can't right now, don't worry about it. Just hold it with both. You don't have a shield anyway. We didn't have time to make them. Now, your opponent is attacking you. What are you going to do? Now, many of you have seen a holovid. You've seen combat on some kind of show. What do the two combatants do? That's right. They clash swords with each other. But that's not your goal. Why do you want to hit their sword? You want to hit them. Now, of course, you may need to block their attack as it's coming in. And that's one of the things your sword does very well. That is also why you need to pay attention to how large your handle is in crossguard to protect your hands. But your goal is to strike the decisive blow. Because remember, in shows, combat lasts for minutes as the two combatants heroically go back and forth, clashing their swords, knocking each other down, dancing between boulders, doing all sorts of acrobatics. But in the real world, swordplay is messy. What usually happens is one person misses and the other person doesn't. And do you know what that means? That means you need to be first. So what I'm here to teach you today is how to make that first strike count. Because if it isn't, it will probably be your last. So, everyone pick up your sword again. Hold it at a 45-degree angle. The reason you're holding it in this position is to give you as many options as possible. You can stab down, you can stab up, you can deflect, you can jab. Whatever fits the circumstance. What you're looking for is not your opponent's sword. You are not looking at their weapon. Of course, you're aware of it. You are looking for your opening. How many times do I have to tell you? I do not want you to strike your opponent's sword. I want you to strike your opponent. And I want you to strike them once and true. Now, what is your opponent likely wearing? Armor. Now, are they going to be wearing a lot of armor? Probably not, because most people don't have the money to buy really good armor. But they're going to be wearing some. They're probably going to have protections on their arms, on their shoulders, and sometimes on their head. So what are you aiming for? You are aiming for the center of the chest if they are unprotected. If they don't have chest armor, that's the first thing I want you to look at. Do they have chest armor? If they don't, and most of them won't, that is your goal, because it is the largest surface area, and if you strike true, they're done, because that's where all of their vital organs are. But, there is also a rib cage. So when you strike, you cannot go easy. You must strike so hard that it goes straight through your opponent. Do you understand? There is no hesitation. There is no holding back. There is one strike and two. And whoever makes the first strike true will likely be the victor. Now, some of your opponents will have a chest plate. You can theoretically burst through that chest plate with a strong thrust forward, but the odds are equally good that it will deflect. And if it deflects, then you are the one who missed. And I told you what will happen if you miss. So, if they are wearing a chest piece, do not go for their arms. If you were doing a fencing combat, sure, you might go for their arms to disable them. But that's not good enough. If you simply wound them and they still have access to their weapon, you might be done for. So, I'm going to recommend one place to go for. What you are looking for is the neck. Now, in order to strike the neck, yes, you can jab directly forward and spear forward, but most of you have a sword that is not well suited for that. You will have to aim absolutely perfectly. So your goal, if your opponent's neck is exposed, is you are going for a slash. So get those swords up in that two-handed grip. You are going to bring it down at a 45-degree angle, going high to low, going from here to here. Do you understand? Those two places, your chest and your neck, those are your goals. Because anywhere else could be fatal, but the odds are that you will simply wound them. And if you just wound them, you might get lucky. You might wound them enough that they fall. You might wound them enough that they drop their weapon, and in which case you can come in for your second blow. But you can't count on it. What will most likely happen if that happens, they will then go in for their attack, and you will be defenseless. So, once again, let me hear you all say, where is the first place that you will strike? The chest. And if it is the chest, I want you to jab. I want you to strike straight and true. You are going through the chest. You are piercing and destroying their vital organs. If they have a chest plate, where are you going? That's right, you are going for the neck. 45-degree angle, up and down and across. One and done. Now this is very important. If you win, there will be a moment where you want to stand and just revel in your victory. You want to sing the phrase of victory. Da 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 da. Do not. You don't have time. Look for your next opponent, because I guarantee you they will be there. There are thousands of troops out there. Our archers will take out a lot of them. But it's up to you and it's up to me to make sure the rest of them don't get in and don't destroy all of the people that we are guarding. Are you all ready? Take up your sword and come with me. Let's save the day. Thank you very much for watching Roleplay Riot. If you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and I'm ready for you to join the party.